Hi, my name is Aashi Basra and you're watching me on my YouTube channel, A Delhite's Life in England since 1995. Normally, I make my videos in my mother tongue, Hindi and English mixed, but today I'm going to purely make this video in English because it's being a universal language. So today, the reason I'm making this video is purely to spread the awareness and to give the true information, because I have been through this and I want everybody to have a clear picture and true facts instead of all the wrong information they get when they Google or they hear other people's experiences who had bad experiences, which is very rare. So I don't want women to feel afraid and miss the chance to have a better and healthy life. So today I'm going to talk about, instead of beating around the bush, I'm going to talk about women's health, smear tests, colposcopy, leap therapy, hysteroscopy. So the reason why I'm making this video is very simple. Women's cervical health is very important, and in the last few years women became more aware of it. I just want to tell you that I have been through it all: smear tests, colposcopy, leap therapy. And when I was going through it, that time I was really afraid, and I was checking on YouTube. When I went through these procedures myself, then I realized that I need to give the true information to the ladies out there so they don't miss it because they're scared and they just don't want to face it. So first of all, I'm just like to go through one by one, and I'm gonna give you truthfully true experience of mine, and I am not gonna sugarcoat it, but I'm also not gonna scare you, because there is nothing to be afraid of. Being a woman, we have a lot of responsibility of our children, our families. Even for your own self, as a human being, we have a right to live as healthily as possible. So today I want to tell you first, smear test. If you haven't had it done, ladies, please go and have it done. Smear test will and can save your life, because it detects any kind of abnormalities in your cervix, in your uterus, and then they can be treated. Most of the time, if you keep having smear tests every 3 years, or as you've been told by your general practitioner, then if there are any abnormalities, then it will be detected early, way earlier, and then you can have any treatment if you need that treatment. So for smear test, if you are afraid of smear test, please do not be afraid of smear test. It's very simple procedure. So please go and have smear test. Trust me, it only lasts maximum 5 seconds and you won't feel a thing. You won't feel a thing. It's just like cleaning your ear with an earbud or having a COVID test, and then you will get the result of smear test. Whatever the result will be, you will know what to do. If your smear test results are okay, then you won't have to go through anything else, and then you will have another smear test in 3 years. Colposcopy is when they do a thorough examination to see if everything is normal and if they need to do any further. So let me tell you, ladies, do not be afraid of colposcopy. No invasive procedure. It's a very simple procedure through your vagina. No cuts been made. It's simply they check, and if there is anything they see, then they will refer you for further treatments. For example, mine were little abnormal tissues were found, not cancerous, precancerous cells were found, and then they referred me to have leap therapy. I made this video previously as well, so check. But the reason of making this video is simply to tell you, all the ladies, to do not be afraid. Please, I'm begging you to not to be afraid. You won't feel a thing. So please go and have it. Do not miss it. And please go through with it. Have smear test. And if you need to have colposcopy, have colposcopy. It's nothing. Trust me. I'm telling you, I have a really low threshold and I'm quite a wuss. But it's nothing to be afraid of. It's a quite simple procedure. It's like maximum 5-10 minutes, and they just check it. They don't do anything else. So they ask me, do you want to have a local anesthesia, like injecting the cervix or womb, because they're gonna take a biopsy. The injection gonna hurt just as much as a biopsy. Biopsy is a very small piece they take out from your uterus or cervix, wherever they need it from, and then they'll send it to the laboratory to check for the cancerous cell. So I had it without any anesthesia. I don't know why people take anesthesia. It just takes 1 second and we go through worse pain in periods monthly, and that does not even hurt that much. It's just like a pinch for a second. I had 3 biopsies, so they were like a 3 pinches, but nothing that I couldn't tolerate. It was it was okay, because I thought, what's point having 3 injections and then having same thing? So I rather have just biopsies through colposcopy. After that, I was suggested for a hysteroscopy. Hysteroscopy is also vaginally, but it's not in cervix. They go through cervix to uterus, the womb itself, to check if there is any abnormality. So I had hysteroscopy done as well, and trust me, before the hysteroscopy, the main reason for me to make this video is to tell our ladies to please have smear tests, and then if you need have colposcopy, it's nothing. There's no cuts, no nothing, unless you need a further procedure, which I had later on. I had a leap therapy in which they numb your uterus with the liquid, and then they numb it then with injection, which is locally, and you won't feel a thing. They will just remove the abnormal cells with a very simple instrument, which is a leap. It's a very you can Google it, leap therapy. I will try to give you a link down. Okay, I'm not very good at these things, but I just want to do this to help my fellow ladies, my goddesses. I want you to have a good and healthy and happy life. So yeah, so if you can save it by having these checks, I know they put me through a lot of stress. I'm a single mother, and it's very important for me to have a happy, at least a healthy life, so I can raise my children. I need to be here for them until they grow up. So instead of being afraid, yes, okay, fine, be afraid, but go through with it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. So there is nothing to be feared. Trust me, go through smear test. I promise you, you can come here and you can message me underneath and tell me off if you think I was telling you lie, because I'm not. I'm telling you truth. Smear test doesn't hurt at all. You won't even feel a thing. It's just they take a swab with like an earbud, and that's it. And then colposcopy is also just a checkup, and that doesn't hurt as well. Yes, then if you have a leap therapy, then they will I don't know the medication name, but it numbs your cervix, and then you won't feel a thing, and then it's 5 to 10 minutes of leap therapy, because I was having stomach aches and intermittent bleeding now and then. So I went for a scan, and they scanned it, and they thought they saw a polyp in my uterus. So they asked me to have a hysteroscopy. Hysteroscopy is a camera. It's like a fine tube they put through your vagina into the cervix, and then it goes into uterus. Again, it sounds horrible, and I was scared. So I went again, I googled it, and then I went on YouTube. I checked on YouTube, and when I saw the procedure, it looked quite simple, because it's not again invasive, or there is no cuts or anything. It's just a thin pipe. There is a camera in the end. Doctors can see if there is any abnormality. That's what hysteroscopy is. Me, I rather not have anesthesia unless I really need it. So when I went for hysteroscopy, I was really afraid. But trust me, I had not even local anesthesia or any kind of numbing solution. Doctor spoke to me, and they said, if you feel uncomfortable, we'll stop. But there was nothing to feel. It lasted 10 seconds. For a whole procedure lasted 1 to 2 minutes. But trust me, I just want to tell you ladies, hysteroscopy is a checkup. It tells you if your uterus is healthy, there is no abnormalities, nothing growing inside. Basically, whatever doctor needs to see. It's a very simple procedure. There is no blood, no cutting, no nothing, unless they need to remove polyp. If they find any polyp, then they will remove it. But then they inject that area, and then they remove it. Because I had colposcopy quite a few times. I had leap therapy 2 times, and I'm going to have a leap therapy again 3rd time, end of this month, I think. I am nervous, I am scared, because it's the whole experience is scary, because we know why we have made it done, so we can avoid any cancer in future. So we have to do something about it, right? See, my English is not that good, because English is not my first language. Hindi is my first language, and but I thought it's important for me to share my experience with all the ladies, and that these procedures I have been through myself, and they are not scary at all. In fact, they save your life. It's better to know your enemy and fight. I promise you, smear test, colposcopy, hysteroscopy, it does not hurt at all. But if you go through these procedures, smear test and whatever abnormalities, deal with it, then we might not have to go through any invasive procedures in life, right? But trust me, smear test, colposcopy, hysteroscopy, we have nothing to fear. There is no pain at all. Maybe you have afterward, you will feel, oh, it's a little like period, not even pain, cramp for a few minutes, because obviously something gone in your womb, in your uterus, but it's very mild. Please save your life, okay, and go through these small procedures which does not hurt. And you went and had smear test done, or colposcopy, or leaf therapy, or hysteroscopy, then please come and message on my video here and tell me, was I telling you truth or not, and how do you feel after you were having it done. You see, you have to be brave in life. If you're born as a woman, you are brave enough, you are strong enough. So sometimes we just have to go through with it, and then we know, oh my God, we were scared for nothing. Do not hide away from the problem. They will only increase if we hide away. Go and face it. I'm here with you. Share with me, and we ladies can share experiences with each other and support each other. That's all we need. So that's all I wanted to say. Please do not be afraid, and don't read negative replies of other ladies, because sometimes people are so scared. They just create this monster in their head. So please go through and have these treatments, procedures done, at least have smear test done, and then we will take it from there. So please take it from my experience and trust me. I wish you a good, long and healthy life to all my goddesses. Live and let live.